Okay, so our challenge number 2 says, well, they're giving us a claim, right? The claim says if an item is already on sale and then there's another discount taken off the new price, this is the same as taking the sum of the 2 discounts off the original price. So let me show you what they're trying to get us to think about, okay? So, for example, if I want to buy something that costs $30 and it's on sale for 10% off, but I also have a coupon for another 10% off, okay? If this situation happens, is it the same? Would I end up paying the same as if this $30 item was on sale for 20% off? Okay, we're comparing these two situations. Are they the same? Okay, we're going to make a prediction. Raise your hand if you think you would end up paying the same amount. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of us, 15 of us, so about half of us. 16, okay? Raise your hand if you think you pay a different amount. Okay, raise your hand if you're somewhere in between, you're not sure. Okay, hands down. So most of us said that the claim is true, that we would pay the same amount, okay? So we picked true for the prediction. Ricardo, can you tell me why you chose to say the claim was true? What do you think?
Because you're getting 10% off and then 10 plus 10.
Okay.
So it's always just over 20%.
So the claim is true because 2 times 10% is 20%? Okay. Let's look at part B. We can start to figure out whether we're right. Sam purchased 3 games for $140 after a discount of 30%. What was the original price? So, let's start like we always do with every percent problem. Let's start with the whole, the part, and the percent. This is where lesson 28 comes into play. This is where lesson 28 comes into play, becomes very important because we need to make sure we're understanding how much we pay, how much we saved, and the percent we pay and the percent we saved, okay? Yes, sir. Okay, quit squeezing it. Quit poking it. Yeah? You have an ice pack, right? Okay, can you give me just a second? Okay, Dewey, did you have a question? Okay, so what's the whole?
Okay, the whole 140.
Is it? This is the amount we paid after the discount.
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah, because remember yesterday we said the original price is always the whole. And the original price, we don't know. What's the part? Davian. What's the part, Julia? $140. Is that the part we saved or the part we paid? Sam purchased 3 games for $140. Did he pay that or save that? Kevin. He paid that. He purchased the games for that amount, so that's what he paid. Okay? He paid this after a discount of 30%. So, what's the percent that he paid, Leilani? 30% was the amount of the discount. So that's the amount that he didn't have to pay, right? That's the amount that he saved. Remember the table we filled out yesterday? Yeah, and how we had to keep the percent paid with the part paid and the percent saved with the part saved? Well, this is the percent he saved. It's okay. The discount is the amount you don't have to pay. Okay? He didn't have to pay 30% of the original price. He did have to pay $140. What percent of the price was that? What percent of the price was that? What percent is the whole price? 100%. So we saved 30%. What do we have left? Okay, so the $140 he paid is the percent of the total that he paid. What's the 30? The 30 is the discount. That's the percent he didn't have to pay. Okay, so we'll get to the part that he didn't have to pay, the quantity he didn't have to pay. But first we're going to find the whole. Okay? So I don't have the whole. I have the part and the percent. Which fraction should I use to find the missing piece, Adriana? I don't have the whole. So if I do part over whole, it's 140 over a question mark. That doesn't help me.
Oh, percent over 100.
Yes.
And then you have to try to find the whole.
Yeah, percent over 100. And I can set that equal to what? Yes, the part over the whole. And what's the part? So that goes on top or bottom? Top. I didn't reduce this. Why? Kalia.
We didn't reduce it because we can go from 70 to 140 without reducing.
Yeah, because we can go from 70 to 140 without needing to reduce. If you did reduce, does that cause a problem? No. I would have reduced to 7/10, and I could just multiply by 20, right? But I didn't have to, because I can just multiply by what?
2.
2. So what do I do on the bottom?
2.
And I get? So what was the original price?
200.
So, just a moment. So if the original price was $200, I only paid $140. How much did I save, Dewey?
Oh.
How much money did I save?
$60.
Yeah, I saved $60. So this 30% off, was $60 that I saved.
Oh, that's with the 30.
Yes, exactly. Go, Rihanna.
30%.
Okay, now let's look at part, yes ma'am?
Oh, you say basically.
Question? Okay, which part, where am I losing you? Okay, so we're solving this like any other percent problem. We have a whole. I'm sorry, we don't have a whole. We know we need to find the whole. The whole is always the original price. We have the part that he paid for the games. He paid $140 for the games. He had a 30% discount. That's why he paid only part of the total price. So the amount he saved was this discount, 30%. So he paid what was left, 70%. So our whole part and percent is, we don't know, we need to find it. The part we paid is 140. The percent we paid was 70%. And we went through exactly what we've done for the other problems, percent problems, to find what the whole was. Does that make sense? Now what I asked Dewey was, because Dewey said, well, what about the 30%? So once we found the whole, I said, Dewey, if the original price was $200 and we only paid $140, how much money did we save? And he said we saved $60. This $60 that we saved is the 30% off of the original price. Yes, because you could have just subtracted it. So if I had found the percent that we saved, or used the percent that we saved to find the money that we saved, I could have just subtracted it to find the part we paid. Okay? Go ahead and turn the page. Part C. Now we're going to compare so we can find out if the claim is true. Yes, Davian? Okay, you can. That's fine. Okay, so if he had used a 20% off coupon and then opened a frequent shopper discount membership to save another 10%, would the game still have a total of 140? So, we do know the original price. We found it in the last problem. It's still the same. $200 was the original price. We want to know if the part we pay will still be equal to 140. So right now we don't know. We're going to compare it to $140. The percent, okay? Right now we only have the percent that we saved and then another percent that we saved. So here's what we're going to do. And this is why I pointed out the 30% in the other problem. So first, we're going to take 20% off, right? Because he said first he used his 20% off coupon. So first we're going to find 20% off of 200. What fraction do I start with? 20 out of 100. And what can I set this equal to? Do we know the part?
No.
Do we know the whole? Where does it go? So on the bottom goes 200. Can I get from 100 to 200 easily? What do I do? So on top? And I get? Okay. Now, this is super important. $40, I'm sorry. Yeah, $40 is the amount we saved. Okay, 20% is the amount we saved. That's equal to $40. I want to know the part we paid. How do I find it? All I know is what we saved. So Liliana, how do I find it? Remember the last problem? Subtract. And what's 200 minus 40? 160. So after a 20% off coupon, we would pay $160. But he opened a frequent shopper discount membership and saved another 10%. So we're going to pay $160, but he says, wait, I'll go ahead and open that account, save another 10%. So now our whole is $160. The part we pay is what we're going to find. And the percent, if the percent we save is 10%, what's the percent we pay? If we're saving 10%, or we don't have to pay 10% of the price, how much do we have to pay? How much is the whole price worth? What percent? The whole price is 100% of the price, right? Okay? We don't have to pay 10% of that. So what's left? 90%. We have to pay 90%. So I'm going to write 90% paid. That's what we have to pay. Okay, let's find the part we have to pay. So what fraction do I start with?
90.
Yes, 90 over 100. But what's the whole? 160, right. So does the whole go on top or bottom? The bottom. Can it go from 100 to 160? That's kind of hard. Let's go ahead and reduce by 10 and turn it into 9/10. Get rid of those zeros. Can I go from 10 to 160 pretty easily?
Yes.
What can I do?
Times
I heard it. Say it louder. Javier?
16.
Yes, times 16. So what do I do on top?
Times 16.
And you can use your calculator if you want to find the answer. So the part we pay after we take 20% off and then 100% off is $144. Okay? So in part B, when we had 30% off, we paid $140. In part C, we took 20% off and then 10% off. Did we pay the same amount? No. So do we agree with the claim? Is it the same? No. Why or why not? Why do we disagree with the claim, Kalia? Mm-hmm. They don't give you the same sale price, right? Yeah, the sale price is the amount you pay. So if we deduct the discounts separately, we pay more than if the discount is applied as 1%. So if we take 20 and then 10, we end up paying more than if we just took 30 right off the top. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, it's okay if you're not done writing, but here's what we're going to do next, okay? I need you to track me. So pause, track me. Waiting on a couple. 7. Okay, here's what we're going to do. When you're done writing, you're going to close your workbooks. When you're done writing, you're going to close your workbooks. Nobody should be moving right now. When you're done writing, you will close your notebooks, workbooks, sorry. You will wait for your packet from yesterday. I'm going to pass out the packet from yesterday. We're going to do 5 and 6 together. Okay? Dewey and Vivian, I need you to help me pass out packets. When all of the workbooks at your row are closed, so everybody's done writing, the row leaders can put workbooks up. Okay, go ahead.